Dear students and teachers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll learn numericals from the unit electricity. It is an important video. You can definitely expect 2 or 3 mark numericals from the unit electricity, and also I've listed all the important formulas and SI units from which you can expect 1 mark question. Dear students, do watch complete video to learn to solve any numericals from the unit electricity, and also this is a video series. Do watch all the videos from this video series so that you can get good marks in the exam. Do solve all the practice questions provided in this video. Students, I have listed all the formulas from this unit. Make a note of this and learn so that it will be easy to solve the numericals from this chapter. First, electric current I is given by I equals Q divided by T, where Q is net charge, T is time. Then the potential difference between any 2 points V is given by V equals W divided by Q, where W is work done in moving a charge Q. Next important formula or law, that is Ohm's law, V equals I into R, where V is potential difference, I is electric current, R is resistance. We can calculate electric current by using the formula I equals V divided by R, which is derived from Ohm's law. Then resistance can be calculated by using the formula R equals V divided by I. Do repeat with me. I equals Q by T. I equals Q by T. Potential difference V equals W by Q. Potential difference V equals W by Q. Ohm's law, V equals I into R. V equals I into R. Now, resistivity rho, R equals rho L by A. R equals rho L by A, where L is the length of the conductor, A is the area of cross section. We can write R equals rho L by A, or rho equals R into A divided by L. When resistors are connected in series, the total resistance is given by Rs equals R1 plus R2 plus R3. Just you need to add the resistors value. Therefore, you will get the total or effective resistance. When resistors are connected in parallel, the effective resistance is given by the formula 1 divided by Rp equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. When resistors are connected in parallel, 1 by Rp equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The heat produced in a conductor is given by Joule's law, that is H equals I square RT. Joule's law states that the heat produced in a conductor H equals I square RT, or H equals V into I into T, where H is the heat produced in the conductor. Joule's law, H equals I square RT, or H equals V into I into T, where H is heat produced in the conductor. When resistors are connected in series, the effective resistance is R1 plus R2 plus R3. When the resistors are connected in parallel, the effective resistance, that is 1 by Rp equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Joule's law, H equals I square RT. Electric power, P is given by 3 different formulas. P equals V into I, voltage into current, or P equals I square R, or P equals V square divided by R. The 3 different formula of electric power, P equals V into I, P equals I square R, P equals V square divided by R. P equals V into I, P equals I square R, and P equals V square by R. These are the three different forms of electric power. Students, it is very important to learn SI units. After solving the numericals, you should write the SI unit which carries half marks. SI unit of electric current is ampere, A. Electric charge is coulomb, C. Potential difference, volt, V. Work done, joule, J. Resistance, ohm, resistivity, ohm meter, electric power, watt. Learn this. This can be asked for 1 mark in MCQ or in short answer questions. Make a note of all these SI units so that it is easy to remember when you are solving numericals. Students, now we'll start solving the numerical from the unit electricity. First question, in the circuit given below, find the total resistance and current. The question is, in the following circuit, we should find out the total resistance and current. Students, first step is to observe the circuit and name 3 ohm resistor as R1, 2 ohm resistor as R2 and 5 ohm resistor as R3, and we have the voltage V equals 4 volts. That is R1 equals 3 ohm, R2 equals 2 ohm and R3 equals 5 ohm. Now observe the connection, that is R1 and R2 are connected in series. The resistors R1 and R2 are connected in series. Therefore, the effective resistance Rs equals, just you need to add R1 and R2 because they are connected in series. Therefore, the effective resistance Rs equals R1 plus R2. Now, Rs equals R1 plus R2 because these two resistors are connected in series. Therefore, the effective resistance is 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5 ohm. Now, replace 3 ohm and 2 ohm resistor by the effective resistance 5 ohm. That is 5 ohm R3 resistance as it is. Now replace 3 ohm and 2 ohm by a single resistance, effective resistance by Rs. Now if you observe R3 and Rs in parallel. Now R3, the resistors R3 and Rs are connected in parallel. What is the formula to find out the effective resistance when it is connected in parallel? That is 1 by Rp equals 1 by R3 plus 1 by Rs. We will consider Rp as the total resistance of the circuit. Therefore, 1 by Rp equals 1 divided by R3 plus 1 divided by Rs, because Rs and R3 are connected in parallel. Therefore, 1 divided by Rp equals, substitute the value 1 by 5 plus Rs is 5. Therefore, we get 1 divided by 5, which is equal to, since the denominators are same, add the numerators, we get 2 by 5, which is equal to, now cross multiply, we get Rp equals 1 by Rp is 2 by 5, therefore Rp equals 5 divided by 2. Now Rp equals 5 divided by 2, which is equal to 2.5 ohm. Therefore, the total resistance of the circuit is 2.5 ohm. Students, do understand the connections of the resistance, then we can easily calculate the total resistance of the circuit. Therefore, the total resistance of the entire circuit is 2.5 ohm. Now we need to calculate current I. By Ohm's law, we can write I equals V divided by R. Voltage is 4 volts. Already it's in the circuit. Voltage V equals 4 volts divided by what is the total resistance? The total resistance is 2.5 ohm. Therefore, I equals 4 divided by 2.5. We get, since a decimal point is there, I'll remove the decimal point, multiply by 10, we get 40 divided by 25. Since we have a single digit after decimal point, multiply numerator and denominator by 10, we get 40 divided by 25. If we divide 40 divided by 25, we get 1.6. Therefore, the current is 1.6 ampere. The current in the circuit is 1.6 ampere. Now we have calculated the effective resistance of the circuit as 2.5 ohm and the current as 1.6 ampere. Again, a small recap: if you observe the circuit, 3 ohm and 2 ohm are in series, just add to get the effective resistance 5 ohm. Then 5 ohm and 5 ohm will be in parallel. Calculate the effective resistance by using the formula 1 by R2 equals 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. We get the total resistance, and also by using total resistance and voltage 4 volts, we have calculated the current as 1.6 ampere. Few practice questions. First question: observe the circuit and find out the total resistance and current. If you observe here, 2 ohm and 2 ohm resistance are in parallel, find out the effective resistance. Then the effective resistance of these two resistors are in series with 2 ohm resistance. Now it is a similar problem what we have solved. Do solve this question as a practice. These are very important questions from the examination point of view. You can expect for 2 mark or 3 mark. Finding total resistance and current in the following circuits. Students, it is very important to calculate the total resistance by checking the resistors in series as well as in parallel. Next question: a copper wire of resistivity 1.6 into 10 power 8 ohm meter. That is, we have given resistivity rho equals 1.6 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter, has a cross section area of 20 into 10 power minus 4 square centimeter. Therefore, area of the cross section of copper wire is 20 into 10 power minus 4 square centimeter. Calculate the length of this wire required to make 10 ohm coil. Therefore, we need to calculate the length of the copper wire, then given the resistance as 10 ohm. Students, tell me which formula we should use. That is, R equals rho L by A. We can use the formula R equals rho L by A to calculate or to find the length of the copper wire. Now, L equals, just cross multiply R into A, keep L in the RHS and cross multiply R into A and divide by rho. Therefore, length of the wire is given by R into A divided by rho. Students, it is very important, all the values should have the same units. That is meter, meter or centimeter or centimeter. Now I will convert area in terms of square centimeter. Convert centimeter into meter, that is, you should divide by 100 because square is there. Divide 100 into 100. That is, 100 into 100 is 10 power minus 4. If we shift, it becomes 10 power minus 4. Now 10 power minus 4 into 10 power minus 4, we get 10 power minus 8. Therefore, the area of copper wire is 20 into 10 power minus 8 meter square. To convert square centimeter to meter square, just divide by 10,000 or multiply by 10 power minus 4. Now L equals R into A by rho, substituting the value of R as 10, then A as 20 into 10 power minus 8 divided by the rho value, that is resistivity 1.6 into 10 power minus 8. Now 10 to the power minus 8 and 10 to the power minus 8 in the numerator and denominator will cancel out. We get L equals 10 into 20 divided by 1.6, that is 10 into 20 we get 200 divided by 1.6. Dividing 200 by 1.6 or convert 200 as 2000, 1.6 as 16, so that we can easily divide 2000 by 16. Therefore L equals, dividing 2000 by 16 we get 125 meters, that is 2000 divided by 16, 16 ones are 16. Now 20 minus 16 we get 4. Now 2 zeros as it is. Now 16 twos are 32. 40 minus 32 we get 8. 0 as it is. 16 fives are 80. Therefore we got length equals 125 meters. Therefore, the length of the copper wire is 125 meters. This questions or this kind of questions on resistivity are very important for the exam. You need to be very careful when you are converting the units, and also the decimal points. When you are squaring it, everything you should be careful when you are doing problems on resistivity. Students, we have many similar problems from the textbook. Do solve. Now we'll solve one more similar question. A copper wire has diameter 0.5 millimeters and resistivity as 1.6 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. What will be the length of the wire to make a resistance of 10 ohm? Given D equals diameter equals 0.5 mm, that is millimeter, then resistivity as 1.6 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter, and also we need to calculate the length, which is equal to question mark given resistance as 10 ohm. R equals 10 ohm. Student, what is the formula we use? Again, R equals rho L by A. R equals rho L divided by A. Now, if you observe this formula, we know the value of R, we know the value of rho, we should find out the A, that is area of cross section given by pi r square. Therefore, area equals pi r square. We need to find out radius. R equals diameter divided by 2, which is 0.5 millimeter divided by 2. We get 0.25 mm, that is millimeter. 0.5 divided by 2 we get 0.25 mm. We need to convert it in terms of meter. To convert millimeter in terms of meter, you need to divide it by 1000. 0.25 divided by 1000. Therefore, which is equal to 0.25 into 1000 can be written as 10 power 3. When you reciprocal it, we get 10 power minus 3. Therefore, R equals 0.25 into 10 power minus 3 meters. We have converted millimeters in terms of meters. Now, area equals pi r square. that is pi value is 3.14 into r square, that is 0.25 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. Therefore, area equals 3.14 into 0.25 into 0.25, we get 0.0625, that is 25 into 25, 625. So after decimal point we have two numbers, so that if you multiply it becomes, after decimal point we get four numbers, that is 0.0625 into 10 power minus 3 into 2, we get 10 power minus 6 meter square. Now we have calculated A equals 3.14 into 0.0625 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. Now substitute in the above equation, we get L equals R into A by rho. L equals R into A divided by rho. Now what is the value of R? R is 10 ohm into area is 3.14 into 0.0625 into 10 power minus 6 divided by, what is the value of rho? Resistivity 1.6 into 10 power minus 8. All the units are in meters. Therefore, L equals 10 into 3.14 into 0.0625, we get 1.9625. Multiply 10 into 3.14, we get 31.4 into 0.0625, we get 1.9625 into 10 power minus 6. Now reciprocal 10 power minus 8 in the denominator to numerator, the sign changes, it becomes 10 to the power plus 8 whole divided by 1.6. Now divide 1.9625 divided by 1.6, we get 1.226 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus 8, we get 10 power 2 meters. Therefore, the length L equals 1.226 into 10 power 2. 10 power 2 is nothing but 100. Multiply 1.226 into 100, we get 122.6 meters. Therefore, the length of the copper wire is 122.6 meters. Again, you should be very careful when you are multiplying and dividing, including decimal points. Therefore, the length of the copper wire required is 122.6 meters. A practice question for you: aluminum wire has a radius 0.25 millimeters. Convert to meters, that is divide by 1000, and length 75 meters. If the resistance of the wire is 10 ohm, calculate the resistivity of aluminum. You need to calculate rho. Using formula R equals rho L by A, or rho equals R into A by L, we get, if we calculate, we get rho as 2.62 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. If you solve, you get answer as 2.62 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. Students, will solve few more questions in the next video. Students, thank you for watching the video. Do practice all these questions, and moreover, list all the formulas and learn it.